anniversary, and we want to do something big for that summer. This camp is going to be based on timeless resources. Okay? So some of you guys have read the book Timeless Truth I forgot the title. Timeless Truth in Truthless Times. Okay? This is a great book that is based on question, answer. Question, answer. And the children have been used to that from the format that we have been doing with them. At the end of every camp, we always sit them here. I think some of you guys come and you guys see what we do. We ask a question, we say, ready, go, and they all raise their hand. So the book is based on that, okay? But it asks a lot of really deep questions, to the point that I know a certain youth, not from our church, that was a little hesitant believing in certain things in our Orthodox faith. After reading this book, he was convinced and ready to, devote his life to learning more. So it's a very nice book written by George Basilius. We're also going to teach them, the main part of it is how to find resources. A lot of them have a lot of questions, and instead of just waiting on, for the cycle to go around in Sunday school, oh, we didn't talk about it. Oh, we didn't talk about it. And then finally, we talked about that topic. So why wait? Why wait? Try to ask the correct person. We're going to teach them, who you're supposed to ask, where you're supposed to find this information, how to recognize what is reliable and what is not reliable, because that's also very dangerous. If you just go Google something, well, you don't know what kind of answer you're going to get. So we want to teach them how to Google something correctly if you want to Google it, how to recognize which book is accurate, how to find an answer that you've been thinking about, that you're struggling with, that hasn't been answered fully. So we want to teach them how to do that. And in doing that, we're going to be teaching them about something called acedia or akidia, also known as despondency. Okay? We want to show them all those times you hear them say, I'll do it later. I'm still young, it's okay. I'll learn it later when I get older. Who cares? Well, there's an important factor here. You need to want to learn. Right? So we're going to teach them the importance of that. Okay? And in doing that, like once we cover the want to be taught, then we're going to challenge them on, which advice, listening to the church versus listening to the world. Okay, great. Now I want to learn. Okay, very good. So you have a question. Are you going to listen to what the world is telling you? Or are you going to listen to what the church is telling you? And even when you come into the church, are you finding the reliable source? Because there's a lot of different things that say, oh, well, we're this church or we're that church. All right? And sure, I don't want to get into any touchy topics or subjects right now, but we know that there have been in the past certain occasions that have rose in the church that some people and servants are saying, oh, well, we like this teaching over this teaching. No, we don't believe that as Orthodox children. We see the fathers, what they say, and we follow them, and we want to teach them that. A lot of the topics that you see up on the screen right now are a lot of topics that we are hearing from them, okay? That they come up to us personally and ask us one-on-one. Or they're asking their parents, and their parents are telling us, hey, can you cover this topic? Okay? The last thing that we're going to do in the lesson plan is have a panel of clergy. Okay? We have 3 in this camp with us. And we're going to do like a Q&A. We want our team, our sports camp team and leaders, we're going to initiate some of these questions to teach them that some of these topics exist. Some of them have no idea what monophysites or miaphysites are and what the difference is. And that's a big deal because a lot of them always ask, what's the difference between the Coptic Orthodox and the Greek Orthodox? Well, if you understand that point, you will know a lot. What's theosis? Wait, there's a word called theosis? I couldn't even read it. Or whatever the case is. Those are the kind of questions we want to teach them, that these exist. And answering these questions, we're blessed to have Abuna John with us, Abuna Joseph Ibrahim, and Deacon Timothy from the Brotherhood. All three of them will be joining us. Abuna Joseph will be joining us for 1 day, and Abuna John and Deacon Timothy, God willing, will be with us for all 3 days. So, before we get to the activities, I want to note the price, just as a reminder, $250, and then the additional participants is $200. What are you paying for? You have the list right there. Okay, activities, meals are provided. We are going to be accepting snacks as donations, but the meals themselves are covered by the camp. Transportation is covered, the hotel room. Now, the hotel, I know there was an issue the very first winter camp where a lot of people were not happy the way we did it, and us personally, it was really tough on us, but we were just getting started, and we were still learning the process. Thank God we grew, and now we are able to get, for each room, there are 2 beds. I don't remember the sizes, but the bigger ones. And we were hoping to have 2 on each bed, which is very comfortable. You know, looking at a hotel bedroom, you look at it and you have 2 to a bed. That's very comfortable in my opinion. If you do not agree, we can speak later. And it's also covering the hotel hall, where we're going to do all the activities and have the speaker give the talk there and the liturgy. Also for the prizes that are potentially presented. So, the details. This is what they're here for. All right? They come in for the stuff that they want. So we're going to be staying at the Renaissance Marriott in Long Beach. This is in the heart of the city. It's walking distance to everything that we are doing. Okay? Among the activities are a scavenger hunt at the lighthouse. And we're going to have this activity tie into the lessons. So again, timeless resources. We want to teach them that what they find the fathers writing in the past, that is answering the questions of today until now. They think that, oh, well, the church doesn't understand these issues or the problems. No. Little do you know, there's the same exact thing that was happening, you know, years and years ago, centuries ago, and they answered your question. Why reinvent the wheel? Just follow what they're saying. And we're going to do that through a scavenger hunt to make it fun. Also have them be on the water at the lighthouse. It is one of the major attractions in Long Beach. Next, we are going to the Pike outlets. We're going to give them a chance to shop around, do their thing, obviously under supervision. There is a Ferris wheel there that we will also have them get on. And this is also a waterfront and a great area to just have a good time all together. For the activities now, okay, those weren't the activities. So we are going to get on the Queen Mary. We're going to have different experiences on the ship. There are still shops on the ship, and there's going to be 3 different tours. Okay, there's different tours that you get to pick from. There's, I think, a list of, Mary has the details. I don't think she was able to attend today, but I think there's like a list of 17 different tours, one of them being the haunted tours, the historic tours, things that, and this one was cool because it matches the topic that we are covering. It's going to show them how back in the day they had a specific way of running ships that until now they still use it. So again, trying to tie in activities to what we're learning. The next activity is we're going to be at the Aquarium of the Pacific, where we're going to be learning about different sea creatures. And you guys know that every camp we try to also have something educational. Besides the Queen Mary, we're also going to see the animals up close and get to pet the sharks and those sea stars. I don't really know the details of them, but I guess I'll be learning with them. The very first activity that we're going to do we're going to do it on the way to our hotel. Okay, so in my opinion, this is one of my favorite things. I know a lot of you guys might be shocked to hear that I played ice hockey for 1 year. So I know it's really weird and awkward, but I did play ice hockey for 1 year. So we are going to take them ice skating on the way. And so what's really cool about this is we rented the entire ice rink to ourselves. I will be supervising those that have never done it before. Those that have never done it before, I will be teaching them, while the rest of the team supervises everyone else, that's experienced or claims that they're experienced. I guess we'll see. I think the first thing that the parents would think of, it's not, yes, it's, oh no, what about injuries? So don't worry, we have all that. Every single one of us is CPR certified. We also have a crew that is there. It's not just us. It's an actual crew that attends to hockey players. If you guys know anything about hockey, it's a very aggressive sport. So they're experienced. They know what to do if, God forbid, someone falls and messes up their arm, or if there's a bloody nose or anything like that. They know exactly what to do. Okay, so rest assured, we have all that covered for the parents as well. All right. So as we come to the end of this, I want to remind you guys, please. I'm sorry? I'll get to you. I'll get to you. Guys, I beg you guys, please, push them to a higher level of thinking. Don't let the youth just have the normal way of thinking. There has to be personal growth. All right, we're working on the team side of it, growing them together. But please, guys, really push them at home to grow by themselves, reading the Bible, the Agbeya, prayer, family time. All right, yes, we take them out as a group, as a team, but there has to be the other side of it too, please. Just trust the process, all right? With us, we really need you guys to stick on that green side of the screen, positive thoughts. Trust that the servants are going to contact you. Like we say every camp, don't blow our phones up. We will contact you, okay? We will contact you through WhatsApp, through our pictures that we post on Instagram, like we said earlier. But like I said, there's both that we're doing. Also, phone calls if something happens and you guys need to pick them up. We've never had that happen before, thank God, but that's always on the list of, just in case. We're asking for your prayers, your cooperation. Remember, be patient with us, please. Put in the effort with us and watch our church grow and our youth grow. We do need donations. I know you guys always say that this price is a lot, but believe it or not, every single thing that we do, it goes to it, and then there's some more that some other families donate, and it helps us a lot. The last thing I wanted to bring up before we conclude and see if there's any questions, it's funny that you guys brought that topic up right now because this was in the plan. I don't see that it has updated. I updated this yesterday on my phone, so it did not synchronize, unfortunately. But the last slide was supposed to say parent camp, ? If there is anyone interested, actually interested, because we've talked about it, that we have a retreat for the parents of the youth in our camp so that we could start to develop a team of parents so that we're working on both sides. We're working on them here when we go on retreats, when they come to church. Then you guys know exactly what we need from you guys when they're at home, when you guys go on trips by yourselves, when you guys are eating together, when you guys go out to any activity that you guys do. We want to be on the same page with you. So we will learn from you as we tell you guys what we need on our side as well. So if you are interested in a parent camp retreat or a parent camp activity, something like that, please see me or Maura after the meeting. We're going to need your name, your number, and if you're interested in a retreat or a one-day thing at church. Okay? Thank you. Questions? That's it? Okay. So Maura will go around with the sign-up sheet. We'll just conclude with the prayer, and then you guys can see us after. Que stosión astonión anab noche volengo hemos geo penchoi si sosbe restos primisi evol geneviot haga o enie on tiro sotemo no nainan kirie leison kirie
Per estos penoti بورون تتيهرين موينان تكرين سمنان تكرين كان نوفينا نفون جثوك تتقوم نم باسم نبان ما شان يامين. Make us all worthy to pray thankfully. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy come down. والآن محبة الله الآب ونعمة الابن الوحيد ربنا والآن مخلصنا يسوع المسيح شارك موهبة وعطية الروح القدس فلتكن مع جميعكم. امضوا بسلام وسلام الرب يكون مع جميعكم.
No, Oh, really? Oh, nice. Let me see if Amir wants to do it. But of course.
I was like, what? Okay. Since you can send me a picture, I don't have it.
You can do it by yourself. You can do it by yourself.
But if we do it, like I'll come to your place. Okay. Because my mom's like, San Diego. Like my only friend.
If we have a big group, we could even stay out there the night before.
Okay.
And we can
Just
get
let me know
ourselves
best for the details on She only wants me to leave. She only wants me to go back to the
You gonna run with us? Okay. Are you ready with us?
Who's that? 13.